Oh,
between you going around nude 3 days before you got Lyme disease, maybe God's saying, no more going down this path, girl. I'm going to block it.
No, I think it was cool that I could do something fun, and I was really, enjoying my life before I got sick.
Well, I think there's a connection.
Well, I don't think there is.
You do sinful
I think there's a
things.
connection between going running in a park in Connecticut and getting Lyme disease.
You do sinful things. Were you having sex at John's house? And
Yes.
all that time? Okay, well, there's a connection. God's saying, I love you too much to let you keep going down this road. This has got to stop. I love you too much for you to be ruining your life like this. So I'm going to put the brakes on till you wise up.
Well, Mom, I'm not having any sex right now, so...
But you're telling
so why am I not well, then? So, I mean, if that's the way it works, then I should be really healthy right now. Because I'm living at home with all these Catholic things.
Well, you should be happy that you're not sinning at the moment. Adding more sin unless you're doing crazy videos. The devil just wants to take you down, Andrea, and he's taking you down through sex. He's ruining your life. He's going to take you with him. And you're going. And you're not seeing that purity gives you power.
I don't think there's anything impure about sex. I think sex can be beautiful. I mean, it's not always a good thing, but a lot of
But it
times
can be beautiful when you're married and you have a committed husband, committed to you.
Well, who made that rule?
God did.
How do you know?
I do. He
Because
tells
you just
all
know?
about it. He gives all these explanations of the Bible.
I mean, the church says so, but Jesus wasn't saying that. Jesus
Yes,
wasn't.
he was. He was saying
Really?
that
Where
the
is it?
relationship between
Where does he say
the
that?
church
Let's find it.
and Jesus is like a marriage relationship.
Where does Jesus say no sex outside marriage?
You want me to see? I'll find out for you. So you're the one that's keeping yourself sick.
Okay.
So what are you sending the minute now? You and your mom are having an argument.
Yeah.
She realizes you're trying to do all these sinful things and blocking out anything that would help you. And you're trying to say there's no connection.
Right. I don't think there's any connection. I think that, I mean, you could just make any kind of story you want about why I'm sick. You could say that I'm sick because, there's a lot of plausible stories, right?
Well,
Maybe, like, I shouldn't have kept dating John. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't have, I broke up with him and then, like, I went down to New Canaan anyway. Even, because he kind of convinced me to go even after I'd broken up with him. And that's when I got sick. So maybe I should have just broken up with him.
Right.
It's my fault that I'm getting punished for not staying broken up.
But even when I found out that the two of you were in the room together, I was calling you and calling his parents and saying, this is sin, this will hurt them, they shouldn't be in the room, this is all illegal.
Yeah, well...
Use your power to get John out of the room, there's no reason.
Well,
And they said, oh, well, they can make up their own minds. And
yeah, well, your views, you're entitled to your views, but I think you just need to realize that not everybody shares them. So you're able to live your life where you don't have sex outside marriage, and you don't do a lot of things that you don't think are right. But
Well,
it's gonna, can you see that the problems arise when you try to say that other people need to live by those rules too? Like, what if I made you live by my rules? What if my rules said that you should have as much sex as possible? And I said, Mom, you need to do that. You need to go get a boyfriend and, have sex outside of marriage. I mean, you wouldn't like living by my rules, right?
okay, well, here's when there are many things. Offenses against chastity.
Oh, this is the catechism, Mom. This is not the Bible.
For an inordinate enjoyment of sexual pleasure.
Inordinate enjoyment of
Sexual pleasure is morally disordered when sought for itself, isolated from its procreative and unitive
Of course, of course.
By masturbation is to be understood the deliberate stimulation of the genital organs in order to derive sexual pleasure. Both the magisterium of the church and in the course of constant tradition and the moral sense of the faithful have been no doubt that have firmly maintained that masturbation is an intrinsically and gravely disordered action.
Yep.